There's just something that doesn't sit right with Nova singing a song about little sisters and white weddings that just don't sit right with you. Today I'm not going to gas you up on anything. I'm not going to push out other facts that we already know. I'm not going to be that commentary YouTuber that just talks about nothing and gets into the video. Let's jump straight into this screenshot posted by quote-unquote one of Nova's chat trolls that he trusted and they turned into a troll. For anybody who doesn't know, Nova is deep into little space, but not for the reasons you might think. Who am I kidding? It's exactly for the reasons you think. As you can see here, our anti-criticism, unemployment-sucking grease lord of a man is showing off his little pacifier collection. But as it goes with Nova, anything child-related is just absolutely exhilarating to this man. As you can see in the bottom of the picture, his child-seeking millimeter missile is primed and ready to go at the sight of these pacifiers. And I don't know how, but it only gets more disturbing from here, because I'm going to show you a set of screenshots between one of his old lead mods and Nova himself. It starts out with Thoughtless, saying, "Why is that?" "No reason, really. Can you invite me back to the Bun server? Considering it's now safe for me to enter back." W Thoughtless right here. "Nah, I'm gonna be honest, I hate the way you've been acting recently, and we have a lot of mentally fragile people in there, and I'm not gonna let you suicide bait them and constantly bring up self-harm and the psych ward. At least you're being honest with me and telling me what I need to work on." I don't know if you've noticed, but ever since I told you about my trip to the psych ward, you bring it up almost daily. And you do it to me all the time, so I know it just isn't to me. Sure, like always, and then you do the same fucking shit. Don't know how long you need to think about how you do the same shit. You know what you're doing right now? You're proving my fucking point. You know me and Mila are friends, right? Why the fuck is she freaking out trying to tell me that you're trying to unalive yourself, huh? Because you can't fucking handle criticism, and now want to pretend you did something that could have hurt you. Go check into the psych ward if you can't exist around other people. I hope to God you realize it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. You want attention so badly, I'll make damn sure you get taken in as a threat to yourself, since you can't fucking stop spewing it out to people. All of your problems are your own fucking fault. You can't take accountability. Nobody fucking pities you. It's disgusting. Partially, this is why I don't speak to you. Those two lines have been a life changer. I refuse to believe you when you lie about being interested in children. You were never someone who age regressed, never someone who needed to cope with trauma. I don't know how awful of a person you were when I first contacted you. When I found out, I was enraged. You blatantly lie about things, and you think you're so smart. You aren't. It's clear you have a fetish for anything that's childish, including actual children themselves. The fact I'm going to have a child that lives on the same planet as you disgusts me. I won't be going anywhere near you, and I pray nobody else will. You're a pedophile, plain and simple. I hope your life truly gets ruined, rather than you having a massive meltdown over anything that slightly inconveniences you, or even better, that Idaho actually puts that death penalty to use when you inevitably get caught. Being the fucking sicko you are, you're disgusting. I hope you repeat that in your head over and over, forever. Well, that definitely explains the stiffy with the pacifiers. If you don't explain, I'm seriously considering informing somebody in your county about you speaking to a minor. I'm serious. I have to find the right way to word it. I'm not a disgusting person. Lately, Mavings has been making up lies about me and getting fans to turn. Don't even lie. After looking into it more, I know it was about Sia. She told you she was underage and asked if you thought that was wrong. She asked if you thought it was weird a grown man was calling her late at night. She told you she was underage, and you lied about it. The next message is her responding to Nova, showing that he lied about it, with Nova saying, "First place, if she wasn't a minor, she attends some kind of university. I'm not even gonna Continue that voice. Fucking lied. You better think of how you want to word this fast. If you don't have an actual responsible explanation, I'm going right to Sia and the police. And his response in all of its glory. Yep, I found out that Thea was a goddamn troll. Not exactly sure how that's a responsible response, but okay. I literally told you this, and I didn't believe you. Wow, they did that shit on purpose. Yeah, don't act like you didn't fall for it on purpose, hoping you would get something out of a minor, Nova. Let's not pass that fact. I'm gonna manage my own socials from now on. I can't believe I let that shit happen. You made that shit happen, is what happened. So how did I find out then? Imagine doing something this disgusting, and then being mad at the minor for getting you into hot water when they spoke up. This is the biggest piece of shit that I've ever fucking seen come out of social media. Okay, but you are aware she sent screenshots of your conversation to the sensitive society, right? Everyone can see her clearly telling you she's a minor, and you fucking lied about it. Lied about knowing you are 20 years old. And then how does Nova respond to the cold hard truth slapping him in the face? Looking back again, it was sus when she asked for my YouTube and TikTok logins. What the fuck are you talking about? We aren't done yet, but I feel like I need a mental break from recording this video just for a second so I can clear my headspace and not be so pissed off into my microphone. It isn't about that. Troll or not, she told you she was a minor. She said she was underage, and Sensitive Society shows the screenshot from her in his video. Thoughtless, be honest with me. Are you trolling me in the bun server? Am I supposed to respect somebody that is in a super racist server as a mod? Just rejoined the bun server to see evidence of you being completely chill to a server full of people using every slur you can imagine, and being active in it, not just in their idle. So insane you claim not to stand for those things, yet when it's blatantly happening in front of you, you let it slide, and it shows the things that you're okay with, seeing and being surrounded by. Hell, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if you were saying that kind of stuff yourself. Seeing as you were so buddy-buddy in that server with your own Nova role and everything, you claim people turn troll on you for no reason. People literally just snap because you continuously do the shit you said you don't and won't do. You say you're working on yourself. Does that mean allowing and accepting racism into your personal life? Not only that, but hate to the LGBT people as well? Gee, I sure feel accepted and safe around you, seeing as that's the kind of thing you accept. It picks back up with her responding to herself, saying, Nova, why do you ignore me when I say things you don't like to hear? You always say you want to grow, and, well, that's where it cuts off. I said this over 12 hours ago. I'm sorry I'm not responding. I've given myself time to think about a response. Well, first time I read that, I was like, well, this better be good, diaper boy. Basically, the insurance wasn't the only reason I chose to call last night. All the build-up from the other day, all the build-up from the day prior was also on my shoulders, with my hours being cut, etc. That is what caused me to have a panic attack and be in an intense amount of distress. I don't think that's the same thing as wanting to kill myself, but I tried myself to calm down, but it wasn't working. Nova then says, 988 is an emergency hotline. You called the Trevor Project all the time, and now you're doing it to the national hotline too, over insurance and hours being cut. I guess to Nova, as long as he's getting some kind of attention, he doesn't care about the people that might actually need the worker he's talking to, so there's that. Like, you're fine to be upset, that's totally fine and understandable, but you don't need to call a hotline every single time something happens. When you abuse a hotline like that, it can take away from someone who is genuinely about to do something they can't take back. Someone who just tried for another shot, to think of a reason that they shouldn't. You could be taking away resources, their last chance every single time you call that you aren't actually going to do something to yourself. You simply don't care to think about how others could be doing or feeling. You don't respect other people's time, not mine, not your friends, not even the poor hotline operators. You have to deal with important life-changing stuff all day long, only for you to come and take important resources. You are an adult, Nova. Grow up and learn how to actually fucking handle your own emotions. Especially because I've given you advice on how to fix the problems, and you always run away from it. Things that are fixable, you refuse to fix. Your insurance company, call them and explain your hours got cut. Show them your schedule. Your boss cutting your hours, ask him if you can pick up anymore. And if not, you should already be applying for other jobs. Chances are, if he did choose to cut your hours and it wasn't a mistake, it has to be something you have or haven't done. Have you been clocking in on time? Have you been actually working? Have you taken care of your hygiene while dealing with food? Have you been respectful to the staff? If not, then again, is it stuff in your control that you choose to abuse people's time over and cry about it? Grow up. Like, Jesus, that is so much. From the allegations being confirmed to, just everything that's here. There's a lot. Like, we have the privilege of looking over this. I want you guys to think about that. Not only did he get exposed, he got called out live and took zero accountability for things he'd done. He doesn't speak up about the things he'd done. He can't take criticism for shit. And all in all, just seems like a drag on everybody that he's around. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's as much Nova code as I can take for one day. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like, comment down below your thoughts on the situation, maybe subscribe and stick around. I do music, I do gaming. I don't do this type of video too often, but if you enjoy my format and the way that I do things and, my humor that I put into it sometimes, put that down in the comments and maybe I'll start pushing out more of these. Anyways, have a great day, y'all. Artemin out.